Have you ever found yourself in the midst of personal conflicts, feeling overwhelmed by the weight of life's adversities? Don't worry, you're not alone. In this video, we will explore the 4 Stoic principles that will transform you into a true master in the art of resolving and dealing with personal conflicts. Principle 1. Acceptance. Imagine the following scene. You are stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting, and there is nothing you can do to change the situation. Your first instinct may be to become frustrated, impatient, and upset. However, the Stoics teach us that anger and frustration are futile reactions to circumstances beyond our control. Acceptance, the first Stoic principle, reminds us that many things in life are beyond our control. We can't control traffic, the weather, or the actions of others, but we can control how we react to these situations. Accepting what we cannot change is the first step to finding inner peace and serenity. This does not mean that we should be passive in the face of problems, but rather that we should direct our energy towards things that are within our control. We can choose how we respond to adversity. Instead of giving in to anger or frustration, the Stoics encourage us to adopt a calmer, more balanced attitude. By practicing acceptance, you free yourself from the burden of constant resistance to the things you cannot change. This not only reduces stress in your life, but also allows you to focus on constructive solutions and improving yourself. So the next time you find yourself in a challenging situation, remember the Stoic principle of acceptance. Ask yourself, is this in my control? If not, accept the situation and focus on what you can do to face it in a more calm and effective way. Acceptance is the first step towards true Stoic wisdom and a more balanced and fulfilling life. Principle 2. Control of emotions. Imagine a time in your life when you felt overwhelmed by a wave of intense emotions, such as anger, fear, or sadness. These emotions can feel overwhelming and can lead to impulsive reactions that we often later regret. It is at this point that the second Stoic principle, control of emotions, comes into play. The Stoics teach us that emotions are natural reactions, but that we have the ability to control how we respond to them. Instead of being slaves to our emotions, we can become masters of them. Here are some Stoic strategies for controlling emotions. Self-knowledge. The first step is to understand your own emotions. Acknowledge what you are feeling and why you are feeling it. This self-knowledge is crucial to begin dealing with emotions effectively. Pause and reflect. When you feel an intense emotion, pause before reacting. Take a deep breath and give yourself a moment to reflect on the situation. Ask yourself if an emotional reaction is really the best response. Rational reevaluation. The Stoics teach us to reevaluate our underlying thoughts and beliefs that may be fueling negative emotions. Sometimes our emotions are based on distorted interpretations of reality. Practice of apathy. The Stoics practiced apathy, which does not mean the absence of emotion, but rather an emotional tranquility that comes from conscious control of emotions. It is the ability to not be disturbed by emotional fluctuations. Meditation and mindfulness. Meditation and mindfulness practices are powerful tools for developing emotional control. They help cultivate full awareness and the ability to observe emotions without being swept away by them. Remembering to control your emotions does not mean repressing all emotions, but rather directing these emotions in a constructive way. For example, anger can be turned into determination, fear can be channeled into caution, and sadness can be an opportunity for emotional growth. Therefore, by practicing the second Stoic principle, you will not only experience greater emotional balance, but you will also make more rational and effective decisions in times of personal conflict. It is an essential skill for self-transformation and the pursuit of Stoic wisdom. Principle 3. Willingness to change. The will to change is one of the fundamental principles of Stoic philosophy and plays an essential role in resolving personal conflicts. Often, when we face challenges or conflicts, we tend to resist change, seeking to keep things as they are. However, the Stoics teach us that life is a constant process of evolution, and the will to change is what drives us to grow and adapt to circumstances. Here are some important aspects of the will to change, according to Stoic philosophy. Acceptance of impermanence. Stoics recognize that everything in life is ephemeral and constantly changing. Therefore, resistance to change is futile and only causes suffering. Accepting the impermanence of life allows us to embrace change as a natural part of the process. Self-development. The will to change motivates us to seek constant self-development. This involves the search for knowledge, skills, and personal qualities that make us better people. In moments of personal conflict, the will to change drives us to learn from experience and evolve. Adaptation to circumstances. The willingness to change teaches us to be flexible and adaptable to circumstances. Instead of being stuck with a plan or a fixed idea, the Stoics encourage us to adjust our strategies according to the changes occurring in our lives. Overcoming the comfort zone. To resolve personal conflicts, it is often necessary to leave the comfort zone and face challenges head-on. The will to change gives us the courage necessary to do so, knowing that true transformation often requires facing obstacles. Continuous learning. The Stoics emphasize the importance of continuous learning. The will to change leads us to constantly seek knowledge and wisdom, which helps us make more informed decisions and deal with conflicts more effectively. Therefore, the will to change is a motivating force that drives us to embrace change, learn from our experiences, and evolve as individuals. When we face personal conflicts, this principle reminds us that change is possible and that we can use these challenges as opportunities to grow and improve. It is a valuable tool for achieving inner peace and resolving conflicts constructively. Principle 4. Focus on the present moment. Focus on the present moment is one of the fundamental principles of Stoic philosophy that can be highly effective in resolving personal conflicts. Often, our internal conflicts arise from anxiety about the future or the weight of the past. The Stoics teach us the importance of directing our attention to the here and now, cultivating tranquility and mental clarity. Here are some important aspects of focusing on the present moment, according to Stoic philosophy. Acceptance of reality. Instead of worrying about what could happen in the future or regretting past mistakes, Stoics encourage us to accept the reality of the present moment. This doesn't mean we shouldn't make plans or learn from the past, but it does mean we shouldn't obsess about them. Reducing anxiety. Anxiety often arises from uncertainty about the future. By focusing on the present, you reduce anxiety because you are only dealing with what is happening now. This allows you to make clearer and more objective decisions in conflict situations. Mindfulness and full attention. The practice of mindfulness and full attention are powerful tools for developing focus on the present moment. These techniques help you be completely present in your actions, thoughts, and emotions, eliminating mental distractions and unnecessary worries. Valuing small things. The Stoics also remind us to value the small joys and pleasures of the present moment. This helps us find gratitude and contentment, even in the midst of conflicts and challenges. Making wiser decisions. When you are fully present in the moment, you are better able to make rational, balanced decisions in conflict situations. You avoid impulsive reactions and have the clarity necessary to solve problems effectively. Focusing on the present moment does not mean ignoring the past or neglecting planning for the future. Instead, it means that when dealing with personal conflicts, you focus on what is within your immediate control and what you can do now to improve the situation. Therefore, by practicing the fourth Stoic principle, you gain the ability to face conflicts with a calm and rational mind, making more informed and constructive decisions. It is a fundamental skill for resolving personal conflicts effectively and peacefully. Now that you know these four principles, you are prepared to become a true master at resolving personal conflicts. Put these lessons into practice and transform your life today. Believe me, you are capable of living a more serene and fulfilling life. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content about Stoic philosophy and self-development.